Hello everyone, perfect day, saints of God from all over the world. You're most welcome back again to today's wonderful video. My name is Joseph. So my family, today we are going to discuss how to attract God to use you. Before God starts to use you, you must overcome these trials. Pastor Anosike today teaches us different tribulation trials a believer must go through in order for him or her to look complete in the eyes of God, ready to be used. You know, casting out devils or to lay hands on the sick and they get healed is not something you wake up today and you decide to do it. There are very many stages, there are very many trials you're going to pass through in order for you to come out refined and ready to be used by God. And to overcome these trials is not that very difficult, but we lack knowledge. Today, Pastor Anosike teaches us different things we must do in order for us to come out refined. So if you're interested in this topic, please, I would like you to like this video, subscribe to this channel as we get started.
Amen. Put it on, please. Verse 18. It said, it shall hold thee. Then it said, it shall lay hands on the sick and they shall what? Recover. If you cannot wrestle in the realm of serpents and drink their venoms and get so beaten that each venom infused into your vein develops anti-venom into you. Each bite makes you immune against the bites of serpents. See, because before we can lay hand on the sick, we should have overcome the source. Can you see the progression? Tongues enter the realm, because the moment you enter the gate, what you see? Devils. No realm will allow you. The first entrance of each realm, you see devils. They don't want to let you enter. The attack will come from left and right. The gatekeepers cannot help. They will be resisting. Who is the Lord of glory? Lift up your heads, all you gates. Be thou lifted up, you everlasting doors. And the gate said, gates speak. Oh, in this realm, creatures speak. Gates are not just a non-inanimate thing that we think we have here. Because your gate at home does not speak. But in the realms, gates are creatures. They are intelligent. They can resist. They can stop. They can afflict. They can kill. Is somebody hearing me? Before the Lord of hosts entered, he said, lift up your head, all you gates. Be thou lifted up, you everlasting doors, that the King of glory might come in. The wicked, daring, corrupted, infected gates would respond to the general and said, who is the Lord of glory? Then he replied, because in that place there is no arrogance. It's word against word, authority against authority. He responded and said, it is the Lord of glory, the mighty man of battle, the Lord of hosts. He commanded the second time and said, lift up thy head, you everlasting doors. He requested again, who is the Lord of glory? Oh, yeah. So the gatekeepers are not easily overcome. Because the moment you enter, it's easy to spoil the entire city. To break, where you have the strongest military in the realms are the gatekeepers. If you can break through the gatekeepers, you will take spoil of the city so easily. So he says, in my name, you shall cast out the gatekeepers. The first devils that you're going to confront, the gatekeepers. the infections that control keepers or the ancient gates, the viruses that control the gatekeepers. And he says, now, by the time you've succeeded, you need to increase in capacity. So you enter into the realm of new tongues. And after tongues, he says you enter the realm of serpents and scorpions, because they are the source of every disease, every mental issue, every oppression, every cancer, every diabetes, every failure, every oppression, every setback, every whatever you can think of. They come from the realm of serpents and scorpions. They are vicious and venomous. He says, enter the realm. Take them up. Remove them from their thrones. Dethrone them. Cast them out. Take the throne of your family. Take the throne of the city. Take the throne of your community. Take the throne of your health. Because each throne could be occupied by a serpent of the land. Then he says, after that, you shall lay hand on the sick and they shall recover. Recovering was not the cure. Recovering means you have uprooted the source of that disease. Then you lay hands, so every damage that the disease had caused in the organs will recover. That's why they pray for the sick. After they get them healed, few days later it comes back. They pray for the sick again. Few months later, a new sickness develops. From diabetes to cancer. From cancer to tumor in the brains. You're asking what happened? Because the church has not entered the realm of serpents and scorpions and take them what? Up. To take them up is to take them out. My time is up. Stand to your feet.